got a killer headache. You pop a pill and relief. But have you ever stopped to think, how did it know? It feels like some kind of magic, right? Like a tiny heat-seeking missile for your pain. Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain and see how these things actually work.
I mean, this is the big one, right? The question we've all asked ourselves. You swallow this little tablet, and somehow, it finds that one aching spot, your back, your tooth, wherever. Is there a tiny GPS in there, a little search and rescue team? How in the world does it know where to go?
Okay, you ready for this? The simple, kind of shocking, but totally fascinating answer is it doesn't. At all. Not even a little. And once you get that, the whole thing starts to make sense. So if the pill isn't the smart one here, then what is?
All right, so before a painkiller can do anything at all, it's got to get into your system. So let's follow that little pill on its big journey, from your mouth all the way to your bloodstream. It's basically a 4-step trip. Step 1, you swallow it. Easy enough, right? Then it hits the stomach, and your stomach acids just go to town, breaking it down into tiny little particles. After that, it moves into your intestine, and this is where it gets absorbed into your bloodstream. And that right there is the most important part. See, your bloodstream is like this incredible, massive highway system. And once that medicine gets on the highway, it doesn't just take one exit. Oh no, it goes everywhere. It's heading to your brain, your big toe, the tip of your nose, basically any place your blood goes, which is, well, your entire body. Okay, hold on. If the medicine is everywhere, then how does it only work on the spot that actually hurts? Well, this is where the whole story flips on its head. It's not the pill that finds the pain. It's the pain that calls for the pill. So think about it. When you get hurt or have an infection, that spot doesn't just sit there quietly. It starts sending out a massive SOS. These are called pain signals. They're basically little electrical messages that shoot up your nerves straight to your brain. It's your body's own internal alarm system, just screaming, hey, over here, we've got a problem. So let's just put that old myth to bed once and for all. The medicine isn't some smart hunter actively tracking down the pain. The reality is way cooler. The spot that hurts is basically waving a giant flashing neon sign, and the medicine, which is just cruising by in the bloodstream, sees that sign and knows where to stop. So what is this flashing sign exactly? Well, 2 key things are happening at the site of an injury. First, your body sends more blood there. Think of it as diverting more traffic to that part of the highway. And second, the injured area releases these special chemicals that cause inflammation. You know, the swelling and soreness? Those chemicals are the real signal the medicine is looking for. Okay, so once the medicine gets to this busy, chemically charged area, it finally gets to do its job. The molecules in the medicine react with those inflammation chemicals, and that reaction does 2 amazing things. 1, it physically blocks the pain signals from getting to your brain. That's the relief you feel. And 2, it helps calm down all that swelling. Here's a great way to think about it. Firefighters don't just drive around randomly hoping to find a fire, right? Of course not. They wait for the alarm. The smoke, the siren, that's what tells them exactly where to go. It's the exact same idea here. Your body's pain signals are the alarm that guides the medicine straight to the emergency. So awesome. The pain is gone, you're feeling a whole lot better, but what happens to all that leftover medicine still cruising around in your bloodstream? Well, don't worry. Your body has an absolutely incredible cleanup crew. You see, as your body starts to heal, the problem itself goes away. The injury repairs itself. And that means it stops sending out those pain signals and releasing those chemicals. The fire alarm gets turned off. And at that point, the medicine floating around has nothing to do. Its job is officially over. And this is where 2 of your body's superstars step up, the liver and the kidneys. The liver is like the master filter. It grabs the blood, finds those now useless medicine molecules, and breaks them down. Then it's the kidneys' turn. They collect all that filtered junk and get it ready to be tossed out. And how does your body toss it out? Well, there are 3 main exit routes. Urine is the big one, but it also comes out in your sweat and, well, you know, your stool. Your body is just super efficient at flushing out whatever it doesn't need, getting the whole system back to normal. Okay, so understanding this whole process, from the moment you swallow the pill to the final cleanup, brings us to a really, really important point. If medicine is designed to react to very specific signals from your body, then we need to be really specific and careful about how we use it. This is exactly why doctors are so serious about dosage. It's like a Goldilocks situation. Take too little, and there's just not enough medicine to make a dent in the pain. Take too much, and you're totally overwhelming your system, putting a massive strain on your liver and kidneys. You need that just right amount, the one a doctor prescribes, to be both safe and effective. Which naturally leads to the next big question. What happens if you take medicine when you're not sick? When there's no pain, no inflammation, no fire alarm blaring. What does the medicine do then? Because it still takes that same trip through your body. Well, with no job to do, that medicine just circulates. It's a chemical guest with nowhere to go. And that unnecessary chemical load can really irritate your stomach lining. Plus, it forces your liver and kidneys to work overtime to filter out and get rid of something your body never even needed in the first place. Doing that again and again can cause real damage and even weaken your immune system over time. So here's the bottom line. It's so easy to think of medicines as these little magic bullets, but they're not magic at all. They're tools, incredibly sophisticated tools, designed for a very, very specific job. And just like any powerful tool, it's a double-edged sword. When you use it correctly, for the right reason, it's amazing. It helps you heal. But if you misuse it or use it when you don't need to, that same tool can actually cause a lot of harm. So the next time you reach for a painkiller, maybe you'll think about that incredible journey it takes and the amazing signaling system inside your own body. It's not magic, it's just really cool science. And that leaves us with one final thought. Now that you know how the tool really works, will you use it more wisely?